Hey, welcome buddies to our newly podcast where we talk about how to develop a growth mindset. In this episode, we will be discussing about what a growth mindset is and why it is important and how can you develop it. First of all, let's define what a growth mindset is. Simply put, a growth mindset is a way of thinking that focuses on your growth and your learnings. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through dedication, hard work, and perseverance. Now, let's talk about why having a mindset growth is so important. People with a growth mindset tend to be a more resilient, persistent, and motivated. They don't give up when they face challenges or setbacks, but instead they see them as opportunities for growth and learning. They are more likely to take risks and try new things, which can lead to a new opportunity and experiences. On the other hand, people with a fixed mindset, like you and like us, believe that their abilities and intelligence are fixed traits that cannot be changed. They tend to give up easily when faced with challenges, avoid taking risk, and focus more on their natural abilities than on their efforts. As a result, they are less likely to achieve their goals and reach their full potential. So how can you develop a mindset growth? So how can we develop a mindset growth? Telpho buddy, please tell us, we are eager to know about this. So here are some tips. Embrace challenges. Let's dive deeper into embracing challenges. One of the most important aspects of developing a growth mindset is to embrace challenges. People with a growth mindset see challenges as an opportunity to learn and grow, while those with a fixed mindset view them in as an obstacle to be avoided. When you embrace challenges, you develop resilience, grit, and determination. You learn to perseverance even when things get tough, and you gain the confidence to take on new challenges in the future. Here are some tips also to help you embrace challenges. How to embrace challenges? So these tips, I hope these tips will help you to embrace your challenges. Start small. If you are not used to embrace challenging, it can be overwhelming to jump into something big right away. Start with small challenges and work your way up to a bigger ones. Number two is break it down. When you face a challenge, it can be helpful to break it down into smaller ones, more manageable parts. This can make it feel less daunting and help you focus as one step at a time. Number third is out of your comfort zone. This is the quote or a phrase that you have already listened from so many of pupils already talked about this, and this is embracing challenge often means stepping aside outside of your comfort zone. This can be a scary, but it's necessary for growth and learning. Try new things, take risk, and push yourself to try things you wouldn't normally do. So number fourth is embrace failure. Failure is a natural part of your learning process. When you embrace failures, you learn to see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. What are the weakness you have done in your past and why you are failed in your anything that you have done? So you have to just learn from your mistake. When you face a challenge and don't succeed, take some time to reflect on what went wrong. What could you have done differently? What can you learn from this experience? So this is the approach to learn from your mistakes. Stay positive. The next point is when facing challenges, it can be easy to become negative and focus on what's going wrong. Instead, trying to stay positive and focus on what you can learn from the experiences. This is what tell you the stay positive point. Ask for help is the another point that I want to mention you in this embracing challenge section. Don't be afraid to ask for help when face a challenge, seek out advice and support from others and use it to help you overcome the challenge. Remember, embarrassing challenging is not always easy, but it's an essential part of developing a mindset growth. When you learn to embrace challenges, you will gain the confidence and resilience to take on whatever comes your way. Now the point is, believe in yourself. Let's talk about the importance of believing in yourself when it comes to developing a mindset growth. You have already listened also this part, but I have recommended you a book, that is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I know that most of you heard about this book, and this is the best book about believing in yourself. Is the best book I have recommended you. You have to just check out it, the link in the description. Just check out with my link. Let's move to our topic. Believing in yourself is a crucial aspect of growing a developing mindset. It means having faith in your abilities and potentials to learn and grow. It also means accepting that you have weaknesses and areas for improvement, but that those weaknesses don't define you or limit your potential for your growth. When you believe in yourself, you are more likely to take risk and try new things even if you don't feel completely confident or comfortable at first. You understand that making mistakes and experiences setbacks are a natural part of your learning process, and that they don't mean you as a failure. On the other hand, if you don't believe in yourself, you may be more hesitate to take risk and try new things. You may feel like you are not good enough, or that you don't have what it takes to succeed. This kind of negative self-talk can hold you back and limit your potential for growth. So how can you start believing in yourself more? So I have also some tips for you. This number one is challenge your negative self-talk. Challenge your negative self-talk. Repeat again, challenge your negative self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts about yourself, when you are on a stage, when you are on a studies, when you are on an exam or anything, where are you? But the main point is, when you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts about yourself, challenge them. Ask yourself if they are really true or if they are just limiting beliefs. You have to just find out what is true or what is wrong. So by this you can challenge your negative self talks. Number second is focus on your strength. Instead of just focusing on your weaknesses, also focus on your strength. What is your strength? What is the best you can do? Celebrate the things you are good at and use them as a foundation for a growth. Use as a foundation for your growth. This is also help you in your making or creating your mindset growth. Set achievable goals. Set goals that are challenging but also achievable. Not are like a Mount Everest. You can't climb at your first, or maybe climb, but this is not a talk about the mountain Everest. It's about your goals, your achievable goals. So set goals that are challenging but also achievable. When you achieve those goals, you build confidence and self-belief. Surround yourself with a positivity. Surround yourself with a people who support and encourages you. Avoid people who brings you down or make you doubt yourself, or the people who says always negative about you or your work. So just remove these negative and gain your positive pupils who are encouraged, who are always encouraging you for your work, for your anything that you could do. Learn from your mistakes instead of being yourself up. When you make mistakes, learn from them. I have already talked about this, so let's get another point, that is take care of yourself. Taking care of your physical and mental health can also help you believe in yourself more. I know today's generation is all already know about that, what is the benefits of taking care of yourself. So I don't think that I have to mention more about this. So let's finish this as quick as I possible. exercises, eat well, and practice self-care to boost your confidence and overall well-being. Remember, developing a growth mindset takes time and effort. It's not about something that happens overnight. You sleep and next morning you gain your growth mindset. That is not possible, but with dedication and perseverance you can do it. Start by believing in yourself and the rest will follow. So our third point for the podcast is learn from failures. Learning from failures is a critical part of developing a growth mindset. When we encounter setbacks, it's a natural to feel discouraged or disappointed. However, those setbacks can also be a valuable learning opportunity. Here are some steps you can take to learn from your failures. Analyze what went wrong. Take a setback and examine the situation. What led to the failure? Were there any mistake made? What could have been done differently? Take some time to reflect on these situations and identify areas for your improvement. Accept responsibilities. It's an essential to take responsibility for the failures. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for others, but rather acknowledging your role in the situation. When we take ownership of our mistakes, we are better able to learn from them. Don't dwell on the failure. While it's important to analyze the situation, it's equally important not to dwell on it. If we spend too much time focusing on the failure, where I fail, and what are the mistakes I have done, what are so don't do worry about that things, and don't spend too much time on these things. Just focusing on the failures, it can lead to the feeling of the same and self-doubt. Instead, acknowledge the setback, learn from it, and then move forward as much as possible you can. The next point is use the failure as a learning opportunity. Once you have identified areas for improvement, think about how can you use that acknowledge or knowledge to do better next time. Maybe you need to adjust your approach, learn a new skill, or seek out help from others. Whatever the case may be, use the failure as a way to grow and improve. Next is perseverance. What is perseverance? Let's talk about this. Remember, setbacks and failures are a natural part of the learning process. It's essential to perseverance and not giving up when faced with the challenges. Embrace the growth mindset mentality of seeing failures as opportunities to learn, grow, and keep pushing forward. By learning from failures, we can develop resilience and persistence, which are key components of a growth mindset. Remember, failure is not a sign of a weakness or incompetence, but rather a chance to learn and improve. So don't be afraid to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them. Focus on the process. It is the fourth point of our podcast, and this is the also a equally most important part. I have mentioned in the video previous points, not just the outcome. Let's talk a bit more about focusing on the process rather than the just outcomes. You can easily become fixated on the end goal and overlook the learning. When you focus solely on the outcome, you can easily become fixated on the end goal and overlook the learning and growth opportunities that arise throughout the journey, which can lead to feeling demotivated or discouraged when you encounter obstacles or setbacks. On the other hand, when you focus on the process of learning and growth, you are better able to appreciate the progress you make and the skills you develop along the way. You become more mindful on the efforts you put in and can celebrate the small wins that contribute to larger outcomes. Here are some tips for focusing on the process. Number one is break down your goals into smaller achievable steps. This will help you to see progress more clearly and makes the journey feel more manageable. Celebrate your progress. The next point, acknowledge the progress you make along the way, no matter how small, how big, how large. This can help you to keep motivated and positive for your progress. Reflect on your learnings. Take time to reflect on what you have learned throughout the process. What worked well? What could you do differently next time? This helps you to build self awareness and improve your approach for next time. You also notice that in my videos, I try to better my communication skills, or my pronunciations, or my editing or my thumbnails. What I do, what I am just reflect on my learnings, what I learned from this YouTube, this platform, with these all the process that around myself. So let's move our topic, that is practice gratitude. Be grateful for the learning opportunities and experiences you have along the way. This helps you to stay positive and focused on the growth process. And I also gratitude for all of you who are supporting me and who are cooperate with me, and just build a community of for all us. Enjoy the journey. Remember to enjoy the process of learning and growing, not just the outcome. Learning new things can be fun and exciting, so try to enjoy the process as much as possible. Focusing on the process of learning and growth can help you to stay motivated, appreciate progress, and develop new skills and knowledge along the way. It can help you to become more resilient and persistent in the face of challenges, and ultimately help you to achieve your goals and reach your full potential. Next point our podcast is the fourth one, I think, that is embrace feedback. Embracing feedback as a key component of developing a growth mindset. Feedback can be hard to hear, especially when it's negative. However, embracing feedback is an important part of developing a growth mindset, because it helps you to identify areas for your improvement and can ultimately lead to growth and learnings. Here are some tips and how to embrace feedback. Listen without getting defensive. It's important to listen to feedback without getting defensive or making excuses. Try to remain open minded and focus on what the person is saying for you. Ask clarifying questions. If you are unsure about the feedback or want more information about your questions, ask clarifying questions. This shows that you are interested in understanding the feedback and are willing to learn from your progress that you have done. Separate feedback from your self-worth. Remember that feedback is about your behavior or performances, not your worth as a person. It's important to separate the two and not to take feedback personally. It's just like a business. You have to just analyze your feedbacks and just take actions according the feedbacks. Look for a pattern. Look for a pattern in the feedback you receive. If multiple people are giving you the same feedback, it's a good indication that it's an area you need to work on. Take action. Use the feedback to make improvements. Identify specific actions you can take to address the feedback and make changes. Express gratitude. Whether the feedback is positive or negative, express gratitude to the people giving it. Let them know that you are appreciate their honestly and are committed to using the feedbacks to grow and learn. And you can also give me a feedback what I can do for you and what the things that I have to do more improve. So feedback is an essential part of growth and learning. By embracing feedback and using it to make improvement, you can develop your skills, abilities, and achieve your goals. Next, and the fifth one part is surround yourself with the growth minded pupils. The people we surround ourselves with can have a significant impact on our mindset and our ability to grow and develop. Therefore, it's a crucial to surround ourselves with growth minded people who shares our values, goals, and aspirations. So who are the growth minded pupils, Telpho? Yeah, so I have answer for this. Growth minded people are individuals who embrace challenges and seek out new opportunities for growth and believe in the power of the effort and perseverance. They are not afraid of a failures and see it as a natural part of the learning process. So here are some benefits with surrounding yourself with The growth minded pupils, they provide support and encouragement. Growth minded people can provide us with the emotional support and encouragement we need to keep going when we face challenges and setbacks. They can inspire us with their stories of growth and help us stay motivated to pursue our goals. Number second is they offer constructive feedbacks. Growth minded people are willing to give us constructive feedbacks that can help us improve and grow. They can offer fresh perspectives and insight that we may not have considered before. Third is they challenges us to think differently. Growth minded people can challenge us to think outside of our comfort zones and push us to take risks and try new things. They can inspire us to think differently and see things from new perceptions. They can lead by example. They lead by example. Growth minded people lead by example and can serve as role models for us by observing how they approach challenges, perseverance through setbacks, and continue to learn and grow. We can learn valuable lessons that can help us in our growth journey. Now the question is arrived how you can surround yourself with growth minded pupils. Number one is join a community of like minded individuals. Joining a community or a group of individuals who share your interest and values can be a great way to connect with growth minded pupils. You can find such groups in your local communities, online forums, and social media platforms. These are the places where you can find a growth minded like community of individuals. So you can just try out this techniques. Number second is attend networking events and conferences. Attending networking events and conferences related to your industry or your interest can also be an excellent way to meet growth minded pupils. You can learn new things, make valuable connections, and surround yourself with people who share your passion for a growth and development. Number third is seek out mentors and coaches. Mentors and coaches can provide us with valuable guidance, advices, and support as well as they can navigate our growth journey. They can help us identify our strengths and weaknesses, set realistic goals, and develop a plan for growth. This is the like-minded pupil techniques for our growth. Number fourth is be open and approachable. Finally, be open and approachable to people you meet in your daily life. You never know who may be growth minded person that can inspire and support you in your growth journey. In conclusion, surrounding yourself with growth minded people can be an essential factor in developing a growth mindset. By connecting with people who share your values, your goals, your aspirations, and you can gain valuable support, feedbacks, and inspirations that help you achieve your full potential. Be patient and persistence is our next topic in this podcast. So let's talk about this section. Developing a growth mindset is not something that happens overnight. You have already learned from this podcast now. It takes time and effort to change the way we think, the way we approach challenges. It's important to remember that there will be a setbacks and obstacles along the way, and it's easy to discouraged when we don't see immediate results. That's where patience and persistence comes in. Being patient and means having the ability to stay calm and composed while working toward your goals even when progress seems slow. It means understanding that growth and development take time and there are no quick fixes or overnight solutions. Being persistent means sticking to your goals and continuing to your work toward them even when faced with obstacles or setback. It means not giving up when things get tough, but instead finding new ways to approach the problems and keep moving forward. When it comes to developing a growth mindset, being patient and persistence means. When it comes to developing a growth mindset, being patient and persistent means. Number one is recognizing that changes take time. It's important to remember that developing a growth mindset is a journey, not a destination. It takes time to change the way we think and approach challenges. So don't get discouraged if progress seems slow at first. It may be it maybe seems like a wave on increasing wave on your progress when it take time to things recover. Number second is setting realistic goals. Setting realistic goals that aligns with your values and aspirations to key developing a growth mindset. Make sure your goals are challenging but achievable and break down them into smaller, more manageable tasks. Number 3 is celebrating small wins. Celebrating small wins along the way can help keep you motivated and focused. Recognize and celebrate the progress you have made, even if you haven't achieved your ultimate goal yet. Number 4 point is embracing yourself. Challenges are opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of avoiding them, embrace them and use them as a chance to develop new skills and knowledge. Number 5 is staying focused on the process. Developing a growth mindset is not just about achieving the end results, but also about the process of learning and growth. Stay focused on the steps you need to take to achieve your goals and celebrate the progress you make along the way. Sixth is being resilient in the face of setbacks. There will be setbacks and obstacles along the way, but it's important to stay resilient and not giving up. Use setbacks as an opportunity to learn and grow and find new ways to approach the problems. In summary, being patient and persistence is key to developing a growth mindset. It takes time and effort to change the way we think, we approach challenges, but with the dedication and persistence, it's possible to achieve our goals and reach our full potential. So there you have it. Developing a growth mindset is all about embracing challenges, believing in yourself, learning from failures, focusing on the process, embracing feedbacks, surrounding yourself with growth minded people, and the last but not the least is being patient and persistence. Remember, you can always develop a growth mindset no matter where are you in your life. With dedication, hard work and perseverance, you can achieve your goals and reach your full potential. Sure, I can recommend some books and techniques that can help you to develop a growth mindset. That is our new segment, that is the DK suggester, a funny name but not a but a better name. Number 1 is mindset, the new psychology of success by Carol Dweck. This book is a classic when it comes to developing a growth mindset. It explains the difference between a fixed and a growth mindset and provide practical advices on how to develop a growth mindset. Link is the description. All the books that I have mentioned or I will be mentioned in this video. Number 2 is The Power of the Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. This book emphasizes the power of positive thinking and how it can help you develop a growth mindset. It provides practical techniques for overcoming negative thinking and developing a positive attitude. Number 3 is The 5-Second Rule. Transform your life, work, and confidence with everyday courage by Mel Robbins. This book provides a simple but powerful technique for overcoming self-doubt and taking actions toward your goals. It emphasizes the importance of taking a small, consistent step toward your goal and not allowing fear to hold you back. So these are the books that you have read, and incorporating these techniques into your daily life along with reading books like Mindset, The Power of Positive Thinking, and The 5-Second Rule can help you develop growth mindset your growth mindset and achieve your goals. That's all for your today's podcast or episode. We hope you find it helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more growth content on personal growth and development. Until next time, keep growing and learning.